when we commit ourselves to envisioning a better world where lobbyists do exist, lobbyists who represent industry and labor and ethnic groups and every group of people who want to be heard. A world where lobbyists do influence the government, but their influence is never bought and paid for by the legalized bribery of privately funded campaigns. When we commit ourselves to envisioning a better world, and to making that world happen by proving that our votes cannot be bought with flashy advertisements, that our votes will not be silenced by the manufactured feeling of isolation and pessimism, which for so many years has depressed thinking people into staying home on election day, and that our votes will not be limited to the two-party puppets. Our votes have always been numerous enough, if not for the manufactured feeling of isolation and pessimism. But now, thanks to the Occupy movement, our votes are energized enough to begin the change we envision, to begin to elect candidates who are free to follow their conscience instead of obeying the corporations who own them, because that ownership is about to expire. When we commit ourselves to envisioning a better world and to making that world happen with our votes, with our dollars, and by refining our personal habits, we are strong. When we take to the streets and when we unite, and only when we unite, we are strong. My fellow humans, we are finally united. Welcome to the next level of human evolution, to the common law for all humanity where people come before profit. We are the 99% corporate forces of the world. Consider yourself occupied! We are the 99%! 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 We are!
My name is Lowell Grisham. I'm a local Christian minister at St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Bill Moyers caught my attention by naming what seems to have happened in the last 30 years as plutocracy. More and more money and more power has been concentrated in fewer and fewer hands. That's not American. That's not our tradition. It's also not Christian. The Scripture very intentionally looks to the interest of the poorest and the weakest and asks us to make those our priorities and invites the 99% to take care of everybody. And so I'm so glad to see a movement that is looking toward the interests of those who have been disinterested and disowned for this last 30 years. Trickle-down economics simply doesn't work. And we need a progressive tax system and a government that wants to work for those who most need just a bit of help to create good things and to keep people who are hurting to support them. So I'm delighted to hear about this. One last thing. My son lives in Taiwan, and several weeks ago we were on Skype with him, and he said, "Oh, have you heard about the Occupy movement? It's incredible. It's incredible. Have you heard about it? Is it in Fayetteville? It's going to take over the whole country." And I said, "The what?" I had not heard anything from the media, from the sorts of places where I usually get my news. The world has heard that, and heard it first maybe, but we're catching up. And I'm so glad Fayetteville is part of this. Keep a good heart, be at peace, love everybody, including that 1%. They are God's children.